con Zoom Blink. Después vamos a terminar con Sam. Y tercero, tenemos un proyecto del futuro para la semana. ¿Ok? Vamos a hablar de un proyecto. Entonces, primero, let's do our Zoom Blink. Vamos a empezar con esto. Anybody want to go today? Anybody feeling it? All right, let's go with the lovely. I don't have too many people that haven't gone. Ethan, have you gone? I don't think so. All right, you want to go? Tell us some fun things about Ethan. Nice. Where you like to go skiing? Nice. You get out there recently? Good. All right, Gus likes to ski. Who else likes to ski? Riley likes to ski. Zoom friends, who likes to ski? Anyone? No Zoom friends like to ski? Wow, tough crowd. I mean, it is Indiana, but where are you going? Do you know where you're going in Colorado? Where? Nice, nice. So it'll be super fun. I have to say, so I lived out in Colorado for a while, and I haven't been skiing out there since then. But we did go in Michigan not too long ago with the kids. Very different. You'll enjoy going out there. It's just amazing how good the snow is, right? All right, what else do you love, Ethan? Mexican food. Oh, everybody's up in here. Nice. How about Zoom friends? Everybody's up in here. Who loves Mexican food? Forgot to do my thing last time. I'll do one of those for Mexican food. Yeah. You got a favorite place you like to go, Ethan? Nice. All right, muy bien. So Mexican food, skiing, and baseball. Play it and watch it. Baseball. Oh, a lot of baseball fans in the crowd. Nice. Favorite team? Baseball fans? Zoom baseball fans? Nobody? There's a couple. Melissa's in. Anybody else? Zoom baseball? All right. Seems like most of the fans are right here. All right. Muy bien. All right. Well, thanks for sharing. Skiing, baseball, and Mexican. Sounds good. I guess you started to play baseball or not yet? The season started? Right now. Right now. Excellent. All right. Cool. All right. Well, thanks for sharing. Let's finish up our Sam episode. So here's what I need you to do. Some of you have turned this in, some of you haven't. And if you haven't, that's fine because we're going to finish it. So I guess, for me, what I would like to see, and I probably wasn't clear about this from the beginning, so I'm not going to worry about it on this one. But ideally, okay, what I would have you do in a normal year is just you'd be writing down as many things as you understood, right? So I gave you a 10 minimum. What I also really like to see is some from the beginning, some from the middle, some from the end. All right. So just to show that you are understanding the whole episode and that you are, of course, paying attention to the whole episode. So while I did not really say that this time, and I will not enforce it, please make sure if you have not gotten at least 10 things that you are adding to that. And if you haven't turned it in yet, that's fine. You can get a few things from the end here. And if you have, then I will just very nicely ask you this time. I'm not going to make you write it down. Just watch the last 5 minutes. All right. I think we left right around the 5-minute mark. So if you would please direct your attention up here. I will take some volunteers as soon as this episode is over to summarize and tell us what you understood. So please make sure that you are ready to share. And please make sure if you are distracted by something, you are putting it away, right? You are putting away your phone, you are taking out earbuds, you are ready to get your focus on for our last 5 minutes of this episode. Check my chat real quick. Okay, no worries. That was just about cameras. All right, we ready? Focused? Headphones out? Good. Phones down? Again, it should be just an easy way to see what you understand. Make sure you can follow along. I wasn't going to move that today. Can everybody see okay with that thing there? All right, Zoom friends. Hopefully you can see it, right? Give me a thumbs up. You can see it okay? Somebody give me a thumbs up. Do you see? Did I share it correctly? I can't see anyone with their thumbs up. Oh yeah, I see Jameson. Thank you. All right, so they will remember he was going what? Shopping, that's where we were.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes. ¿Le puedo ayudar en algo, señor? ¿Qué desearía comprar?
Quisiera alguna
¿Ropa?
ropa. Me gustaría alguna ropa, por favor.
¿Qué talla? ¿Qué talla?
No sé.
Tendremos que tomarle las medidas. Por favor, suba los brazos. Suba los brazos.
Los brazos, sir, por favor.
Pecho 102 centímetros. Pecho 102 centímetros. Cintura 88 centímetros. 88 metros. Y pierna. No te falta.
No, yo tendría que hacerlo. A ver. 49 centímetros. 94 centímetros.
¿Te gustan tus pantalones? ¿Te gusta esta camiseta?
Sí.
Son 9.000 euros. No, Sam. 9.000 euros son más o menos $9.000.
Do you accept credit card?
Es demasiado caro. Es muy caro.
No para Sam.
Estoy listo para ir de compras. Hasta luego.
¡Buena suerte! ¡Sí, buena suerte!
Sí, la vas a necesitar.
¡Pablo! ¿Dónde está mi limonada caliente?
Vale, vengo rápido.
Ay, ¿y puedes llamar a mi trabajo y decir que estoy enferma? Pablo, ¿queda algún Kleenex? No voy a ir a clase mañana. Me siento fatal. No me hará sentirme bien. ¿Puedes abrir, por favor, Pablo?
¡Hey! ¡Es Sam! ¡Hey! ¿Está guay? Sam, estás soberbio. That's right. Quisiera unos pantalones, por favor.
¡Fantástico! La ropa está genial.
Quisiera una camiseta, por favor.
Sam, eres listo. Hablas muy bien el español.
Y un par de zapatos, por favor. Yo he ido de compras.
¿Hola? ¡Oh, hola! Es la
Didn't
sargento.
even figure out this last little bit.
¿Verdad? No sé. Qué extraño. Pero 400 latas son muchas. La verdad es que no sé nada. sí, también se lo diré a Ana. Hasta luego. La sargento ha dicho, ¿por qué hay 400 latas de comida para perro en el portal?
So how's that going, Mom? Oh, by the way, do you need any dog food? What's yours?
All right. So, ¿qué pasó? What happened? You get it, Kylan? No, or just give me one thing, or at the end, or I don't. I get anything. I didn't really care. I meant at the end, but if you didn't catch that last little bit, then just give me anything. Oh yeah, that was it. You got it. Right? So he just ordered, that was the sargento. Who's the sargento? She's like the what? Yeah, she's like the landlord. I think that they have like, I don't know, I think it's more like an RA, like if you in college, like you have someone that kind of like oversees things a little bit. And so, you know, because they're not allowed to have guests overnight, they're not allowed to have pets. So she's like in charge of them, right? And so she just called up, did you get that? 400 latas or what? Cans of dog food. Who ordered that? Remember Sam did some online shopping. All right, what else? Let's get a couple volunteers here. Give me a couple things. Let's start off. So Kylan's now the only person with participation point. Give me something from the main storyline that you understood. We'll see if we can piece it all together. Gus?
They all wanted Sam to go shopping for his clothes, but it was
Yeah, he wasn't cool enough. Why? Like he wasn't cool enough. So they were trying to get him to get some new clothes. Gracie? Right, so they all had different styles, right? Anna was more the cowboy style. What else did you write down? What else did you get? Or some other things. Lauren, what else happened?
They all bought him gifts, and their styles were all different, and he put them all on at the same time.
It didn't really work, did it?
Thought that they looked good.
Right, right. So they each went to buy him something and they put it all together and it didn't work. Good. What else did you get? What else happened with Sam's shopping? What other things did he buy besides the cat food? I didn't remember that part. Did you say anything? Oh, I thought it was you. Ethan, go because you haven't gotten a point yet. Yeah, so he was supposed to buy limones. Actually, he bought melones. What was that about? Did you catch that? What are limones? What's that sound like? And really, he bought melones. What are those? Yeah, like melons. So he messed that up. What else? Jameson.
He bought a lot of eggs.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to buy probably like 12 eggs. Instead, he bought 12 dozen eggs, 12 cartons of eggs. Exactly. Always doing something silly. What else? Anything else you wrote down? Any other highlights? Those were the main ideas. They did a lot of role playing, right? Did you get that? Where he was like trying to practice so he would know what to say. Okay, did you get the gist of it? How many people feel like you can follow it? I mean, that's what's fun. Like it's a show, it's all in Spanish, more or less, right? And you know, it's kind of made for beginning Spanish learners, so you can actually follow it. So that's kind of the goal here. All right, so if you did not turn in those notes initially, please make sure that you get those to me. I will give you a few points for paying attention, and we'll get in a few more episodes before the end of the semester. So let's go ahead and move along here. Couple things, let me kind of talk about this week. All right, esta semana tenemos dos cosas. All right, escuchan, and give me attention. Still speaking, get your earbuds out, phones away. Oh, we don't. Focus, get your focus, get your focus. You're gonna get some time to work here, and then I don't mind if you put the earbuds back in. All right, so hay dos cosas que vamos a hacer esta semana. Primero, un proyecto se llama ¿Cómo será mi futuro? Y después, el viernes tenemos una prueba de vocabulario, all right? So basically, we got these two things going on all week. I want to spend a little bit of time talking about them today, and then the rest of today is going to be work time, and tomorrow is going to be mostly a work day for you to get your stuff done. All right, and then everything's kind of going to wrap up at the end of the week. So let's make sure you know what you're doing, and make sure that you are set up to get it all done correctly. So this is right here. So here's your project. It's called Como será mi futuro. I'm gonna pull it up over here so we can look at it together, but it is there for you. ¿Cómo se dice? What's that mean? ¿Cómo se dice? ¿Cómo será mi futuro? What am I asking you? ¿Cómo será mi futuro? ¿Cómo se dice en inglés? What's it mean? Anybody? Go ahead. What's it mean? What's this project about? Okay.
What would you do?
Yeah. So yeah, like how will your future be? All right. So this is actually one of my favorite projects because it's fun to see where you take this. And I want this to really be something that you think about. All right. I want you to think about what will your future be like? What do you hope it will be like? What do you think it will be like? We've spent lots of time on the grammar of it. So now it's time for you to use it and think about what things will be like. So here's what it says. Please give me your attention here so you know what you're doing. Then, like I said, you're going to have some time to work on it. It says for this project, you are going to imagine what your life and the world will be like when you are about 25, 50, or 80 years old. All right, it says first you must pick your age. I don't care which one you pick, you decide how far out do you want to go. You want to talk about what things are going to be like in the near future, kind of midlife, or towards the end where you've lived most of your life. So you got to pick. It doesn't make any difference to me. I have had people do a little at all the ages. I don't care. You do a couple at 25, a couple at 50, a couple at 80, but you have to clarify what you're doing. Then it says you're going to visualize what you will be like and what the world will be like at that point in your life. So I want you to, again, really think about what you hope you will be doing. What do you hope things will be like? What do you think they will be like? It says, for instance, things to consider. If you consider them, does that mean you have to answer all these? No, they're just ideas. You can take this in a different direction. It says, where will you live? What will your house be like? Will you be married or have kids or grandkids? Again, that might depend on which age you pick. What are you going to do for work? What's your career going to be? Are you going to still be studying for something? What are you going to do for fun? Where will you go? What will you, enjoy doing? Where will you travel? What will your family be like? What will the world be like? So they're very general questions. Obviously, you pick and choose what you feel like you want to focus on. So your job is to put all of these ideas that you have about what your life will be like and present them in a creative way. It could be in the form of a book, a poster, a PowerPoint, a song, a poem, a video, etc. Now, that's in a typical year. Obviously, like things like the poster, if you're at home, it's harder to do, although I guess you could take pictures of it and still submit it. All right, so you just have to think about where you're at and what's going to be easiest for you. But I think you could still do any of those things. Have fun with this. Really try to imagine what things will be like. So here's the rubric, and then I'll show you an example, and then I'll take questions. So basically what I'm looking for, 15 different correct future tense verbs. All right, so please note the word different. If you say the same verb 5 times, that only counts once. Okay, so again, different verbs. Keep in mind, if you're using most verbs, how much of that verb are you going to use? The whole verb. Right? Unless you're using an irregular, you've got a list of all the irregulars. Go back and make sure if you are using an irregular that you use the proper stem. All right, I would like at least 5 visuals, illustrations, pictures. It depends what format you use. You'll get some points for your general grammar, and then eventually, not this week, you're going to work on it. Over the weekend, I hope to grade them, and then next week we'll do some presentations. Mostly I want to give you a chance to share because these are fun. They're fun for you to see what other people are doing. And it says you're going to pick 5 sentences to share. Does that say you need to read your whole 15-point, your whole sentence? No. 5 that you feel comfortable sharing with us. And it doesn't say they have to be memorized. You are going to present them in Spanish, but you do not have to memorize them. You are just going to kind of flip through what you have so we can see it just for fun. And then you can share. We'll do a couple each day, so it's not like we're just sitting here for days, listening to it all period. You will have class time to work on this today, as soon as I'm done. You will have almost the whole period tomorrow. I was going to do like a booklet or something to work on vocab, and then you'll have the rest of the period to work. Thursday, you may not have too much time. I've got a few things planned on Thursday. And then Friday, like I said, you're going to have a vocab quiz. And then whatever you have time you have after the quiz, I will not give you anything else you need to work on. So if you need to finish this up on Friday, that's fine. I would like it by Friday night. Like I said, then I have the weekend to get that graded before we start presentations the next week. So that's kind of the overview. Obviously, you have this attachment on your current lesson. I would like to show you one quick example and then take some questions, and then I'll give you a little time to get started on this today. So if you would, just give me another second of your attention so I can show you this one. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'll flip through it for you. This one is not grammatically perfect, but it was just an example that I kept. So you can see an example of a PowerPoint or a, slideshow. It does not have to be in this format. Like I said, if you read through, there are lots of other choices that you can do. So this says, cuando tendré 25 años. You need to tell me how old you are so that it makes sense. Whatever age you pick. And like I said, if you want to do all 3 ages, you could do 5 for each age, up to you. But make sure you have 15 different verbs. So I'll show you a couple of these. Vivire en una casa gigante. Me casaré con una mujer muy bonita. I'm not going to read them all. Flip through the next few. Something about niños, 3 niños. Hablaré español. Compraré cosas. Viajaré. Will travel. Iré en las vacaciones en la luna. Where's he going on vacation? To the moon. Sure, why not? Again, be creative. He was a runner. Correré en los Juegos Olímpicos. So here's a good example what you should look up. If you don't know how to say the Olympics, look up the word Olympics. Totally fine with that. Okay, don't Google translate the whole thing because you know the word to run. That's easy, right? But if you need to look up the word Olympics, look up the word Olympics. So you can look up words. Please don't look up the whole thing. It's unnecessary. All right. So a couple more of his. Got some pictures. I think that was it. All right, so let me stop sharing real quick and see what questions you have for me. More questions? Does this make sense? Preguntas. Okay, well, then let me give you some time to work. So you'll have, you got about 20 minutes today. And like I said, you'll have at least, if I take 15 minutes tomorrow, then you'll have at least a half hour tomorrow. I would think most of this can be done in that time period. Also, though, simultaneously, make sure you're working on your quiz. I put the Quizlet link on there, and you will have a vocab quiz coming up when? Right. So if you use your class time for this, maybe work on Quizlet on your own, or vice versa, kind of spread out your time. All right, well, if nobody has any questions, I'm happy to let you get to it.